The BBC pronunciation guide is out this week. It's the same as the RTE one, except the word of Londonderry. Here, the first 6 letters are silent. Hello to northern viewers. Do you speak other languages? How do you source your translators? You seem to be able to slip into countries quite easily, like.
Well, most of it's on an Irish passport. That's why, because nobody hates Ireland. You see, everybody loves Ireland.
You travel on an Irish passport?
I do most. Well, I do in nasty places because I think the Irish are more likely to look after me. So when I go to Baghdad tomorrow, I'll have my Irish passport with me.
Will you
How your parents, your mother, your father, your brother?
My grandmother. My grandmother was the daughter of an English army officer. I was born here just so that the bastards would never get the right to have a passport.
They were here for a while, actually.
Yes. If it's a really dangerous situation, do you Irish it up a bit? Like, oh God, I'd love a potato.
So far, it's never got that bad. But believe me, I'll do it. If
Do you find yourself having to talk yourself out of situations?
I've got a tremendous belief in my ability to talk my way out of bad situations.
What's your shtick, by the way? What's it?
Well, I mean, I know this sounds stupid. I try and be nice to people.
What's the most tense one you've ever gotten out of it?
Oh, well, there've been a lot of those. I mean, there's an arsehole in Lebanon not very long ago, maybe kneel down and, pull the gun and pull the trigger and, and then it didn't go off and that was a big joke and everybody,
You should do the news in that language. Some arsehole. Going to my head.
That'll be the point at which you make it up a bit, I think. That'll be the point where they're going to go, and have them go, how can I kill this man? For the fields of Donegal are calling to at this stage.
I like a river dance. Do dance for me, yes?
Yes, I'll try.
Was that it? Was it?
I'll try to do that.
It was a shot on camera or it was shrapnel that struck you?
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel you got.
Big bit of shrapnel, yeah. Like that.
Where did it well, I'm talking specific about it. In the arse?
Yeah,
okay.
I'd like to say hip.
Then hip, we shall say. It's kind of but you were on camera.
It's American property, US government property.
Your ass belongs to America.
It's not still in there, presumably. Is there?
It is. No, it is.
There's a section,
there's a part of me which is American,
which is forever American.
Which is forever.
Do you set off metal detectors in airports?
I do. Well, not those ones. It doesn't seem to.
With the stick,
but
they go.
When they go around, they always look at me very strangely when they find a piece of metal in my.
How large is that you were saying?
About like that. Thin.
Yeah, a sliver.
Would you stick a fridge magnet to it?
Do you know, I've never thought of trying. You don't have one.
This isn't Blue Peter.
But you still did the report.
Well, I didn't know. I got a large piece of shrapnel in my ass at that stage.
How many times have you dressed as a woman to get into a country? Just once.
Which
to get into Afghanistan, right?
Afghanistan. It wasn't very successful. I mean, I wouldn't have passed a careful examination,
We should explain that it was a burqa.
It was a burqa.
Not like a full-on pretty woman.
Yeah, you weren't dressed as a French maid.
With an Irish passport.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I was the tallest woman in Afghanistan for about 2 days.
Did you get any offers?
You don't get many offers in a burqa, funnily enough.
Is it true that the Taliban are gay warriors?
It is a bit, yes.
Isn't it?
It is a bit. Well, it depends where they come from. If they come from Kandahar, there's a big sort of gay tradition in Kandahar, and you used to see these guys. It was weird. They had the nail polish, fingernail polish, and toenail polish, and heavy eye makeup, and they used to wear high-heeled gold sandals. Plus, of course, the turban and the beard and the AK-47. So when they came towards you, that was a bad moment. You know,
I
you
wonder
didn't know
was
quite
Brokeback
what they.
Mountain a big success?
Brokeback Mountain would be huge, that type of world. The rugged, outdoorsy, but slightly fey individual. They'd have loved that stuff. Yeah.
So that was very, very. You could hear them clacking down towards you. Clack, 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 clack. But with the gun on the heavy. But that's only really I think from Kandahar, and that was always people. You know, Afghans said, "Oh, that's a cultural thing." You know, oh, well, that's all right then. Yeah, my being chased by 6-foot gays with beards and full makeup in that case.
I don't think I've ever heard that sound. Do these sandals go with this gun? Too much, too flashy. Dress it down a bit.
And John, now that you have a 10-month-old son, is it?
Yes.
Does it make you think twice about going into all these dangerous situations in your 40s?
Well, I mean, I've just got to, you know, I can't change my job now, really. I mean, I don't, you know, he's very precious to me, this little boy, and he's lovely, and I really, you know, we're definitely going to keep him and everything, but
I think the warranty is almost 10 months old, really. You can't return him after that.
I don't know.
Do you know, when he gets old enough to draw pictures, you can just put them with the fridge magnet.
The last thing I want to ask you is, in 2 days' time, you're saying you go to Baghdad?
Yeah, on Wednesday.
What are you going to pack? What do you bring to Baghdad?
Lots of DVDs, actually.
Really?
Well, because, you see, I mean, much though I like my colleagues, in the evenings, you can't go out for a drink with your mates down the road. We have about, between us, there's several different organisations which share a little street which we've got very heavily barricaded, and you don't go out at night, you know. You really do not go out. You don't go out at daytime most of the time. And so the hours sort of go past, you know. And so I watch DVDs. It's quite sad, actually.
No, it's quite an interesting snapshot, because we just presume it's phew, bullets flying in every direction and you're swinging on Vine. That part maybe not so much. But there's generally that it's all, and you know, there's all scorch marks and the bullet cut past the leather and so. But no, all of you sitting at home watching Big Mama's House 2, just to kill an evening. It's great.
I smoke cigars. I don't smoke very many, but you know, when I feel it's a good evening or I need to be cheered up, and I take a bottle of single malt whiskey, and it's not too bad. It could be worse.
I read HP sauce.
I do, actually, yes.
You bring HP
Where
sauce?
did they say that? I thought that was a secret I kept.
I've been following you. Do you remember
the smaller
girl
one
in the burqa? Hi, John!
Rolling and scurrying and banging into things. No, stuff like.
What the hell was that? Oh, that was the HP sauce. That was something else.
Just write it down.
Listen, the best of luck on that trip, and indeed be safe. We don't think we'd say. It has been an absolute joy to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, John Simpson.